Hello, everybody, and welcome to the start of my channel, um, where I will be posting up mostly or primarily gaming videos, but sometimes I'll just get on here and talk. Maybe it's not just like a Minecraft video or just all the games and stuff that I like. Why is this here? What happened to my inventory? Why? I was playing this yesterday just to reach it because this is an old server made years ago. A couple of my friends, but I think I lost everything, or I don't know. I lost I had a. I mean I don't know. I recall having lots of things. I swear I had it yesterday, but it's alright. It's alright. We can start again. No need to stress. Anyways, I'll probably get on here, post now and then, just checking on things. Um, Hold on. Okay, yeah. No, I'm just trying to remember where everything was. Remember, I built this 3-story house. Oh, can you? Thank you. You. Damn. How did they push up? They're like not that strong. They shouldn't be that strong. I should probably make stuff for the mines. I have coal. I need more coal. Definitely. And I need a web. It's basically me starting over again here. I'll make some bread. No, I mean, I have farms of it, so it'll be fine. Just dumb. Low IQ right here. Anywho. Oh. I don't really have anything planned out, so far. But, I'll just go off the dome. I want to talk about, I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with popular media, TV. I just want to talk about what's hot right now, and that's The Penguin. Really great show. I mean, I know I've glazed. I know it's gonna sound like glazing, but I love that show, and especially after the finale, I just can't shut up about it. I wouldn't necessarily call it like I need to give it time before I put it in, like I say, these absolute statements where it's like, oh, it's like one of the greatest shows of all time. Oh, it's blah 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 blah. Like, no, like people gotta let stuff, resonate with audiences, and cement themselves in history, in their place. Um, oh, what? Okay, but as I was saying, that's just everything beside. That's just like everything around the show, and like the actual show itself is, there's nothing I will say about its quality, because um, especially like after a week of um, just letting it sit with me, I mean, like the events of the story, and I rewatched a couple episodes, and they just hit the same. I just like get excited. Um, it's like all the scenes. It's just, I mean, it's also really nice to look at. So I guess that's where I will start. Um, the cinematography. It's just a beautiful show. All the scenes look like movie level, which makes sense, coming from the creators, or I guess within the universe of this Matt Reeves Batman um, universe, because the Batman movie that he made was also just really stunning visually. I don't think there's like a single. I mean, you could take a scene from that movie, and it could it would probably be like a great wallpaper, just any scene. And that's just how good the direction and camera work is, and it's really it's really good that that carried over into the show. Especially considering it was probably on a lesser budget, so that's impressive. You have to film way more. Some more. It's like 8 hours, 8 episodes. So yeah, 8 hours of content compared to two, where you could really refine those two. But you have 8 hours to shoot and just flesh out. Um, so yeah, even if the story sucked balls, it would still be better in that department than a lot of different shows. I think the one of the other shows that was like super great. I mean, I don't know why it's just Chicken Farm, huh? I mean, if I remember, I think Breaking Bad, like the later seasons of Breaking Bad, had pretty nice camera work. Gabe Gilligan or whatever was pretty was pretty good, getting into a real nice groove. Ooh, I could make a cake. Yeah, there is. I should probably do one. I'll make one. But yeah, the show is really nice, and regarding the actual like show itself, like the content of it, the meat and potatoes, it's really engaging, and it's really um, I don't really know, bombastic. It's dark. It's thrilling. It's really dark at the end. It turns. It has one of the most heartbreaking scenes I think I've seen in a while. It just stuck with me. Like that ending is so good. This one's not ready. I'm so stupid, but the ending was great. Um, I don't want to spoil it. I'm like debating spoiling it, but nah. You just need to watch it for yourself. The whole show is just amazing. You have Oswald Cobb. Farrell Collins is Oswald Cobb. He's phenomenal in it. Every like performance in this show is just like 10 out of 10, like real quality shit. They all sell the characters really well. I was watching like their interviews, like the character or the actors interviews, about the show, and I'm like, what? How are they like? How are these the same people? Um, it just blows my mind how they can like sell a portrayal of such beloved characters just so well. And they definitely deserves their props to that. The emotions are felt. Every scene has a huge impact. The action scenes, I mean, it's not like the best action you'll ever see. It's not like John Wick out here, or whatever. But it's good. It's not bad. It's good action, and it's not really an action show if that's what you prefer. It's not really all that. It's more of a crime drama. You know, sort of like The Sopranos. There's a lot of comparisons to The Sopranos. So if you're a fan of The Sopranos, definitely check this out. And that's the good thing about it. I feel like where you don't necessarily have to be a fan of the source material to enjoy the story. It definitely helps. I'm not going to say there isn't Easter eggs or whatever, or like knowing your stuff about or the background about like the penguin and all that. I'm not saying that it wouldn't elevate your watching experience, but it's not required. And I think how they pull that off is pretty remarkable. Where there's not a lot of compromises, and the show just shines on its own. Not really that much mention of Batman, which I mean people don't like that, and I mean I don't personally agree with that. I think it deserves this. The character, the Penguin, deserves this chance to shine on its own, and not only him, but all the other characters that are in this universe, have more screen time. Um, like what you call it, the Falcons and Maronis. Um, so now that I've kind of have like sort of the surface level stuff, like giving an actual synopsis of the story. Um, it's obviously about Oswald Cobb after the flooding it's following Oswald Cobb after the events of the first the first Matt Reeves movie, Batman movie, um, after the flooding of the Riddler. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen that. That's on you. It's been like 2 years, but the so I mean it takes I think like a week, not maybe days after those events, and it's just him trying to grab basically like Game of Thrones, trying to grab the throne of who's like gonna be the mob boss or like the crime boss of Gotham. Now that the Carmine Falcone is dead, and, the Maroni. I forgot his name. Sal. I don't want to butcher it, but him, he's in jail. So where? Okay, he. We follow him. Starting from the bottom, going all the way to the top. Getting his the power that he so desperately wanted. Which is kind of good. It's a good and like starting off point for that character for Oswald. Because we kind of sympathize for him in the beginning. Especially given the details. Being always being like treated down on by everyone in his life. We really want to see him take care of his mom as he begins the show, and all that mumbo jumbo. I will just say though that towards the more you progress, the more the more you would probably not. I mean, I don't see how you would not not dislike it more after the events of the story. I'll just leave it at that. Um, but yeah, I mean, regarding him, he's like a he's not really an anti-hero. He's a straight villain, which is good. I'm tired of that. Really, I'm tired of like the anti-hero trope within the superhero genre or like the comic book movies and media TV shows. I'm kind of wanted to see just an actual villain, just be like an actual good antagonist to be set up, um, which is refreshing. It's really refreshing. So props on that. I think Penguin is handled very very well, and he's the focal point. But man, did it feel like the other characters? They definitely have the shot. They definitely have like their spotlights. They man, especially Sofia Falcone or Sofia Gigante. Um, I think it's Christine. Hell of a job. She's a hell of an actor, man. She needs to get some sort of award. Um, oh, get out my way, because god damn this. She just she just takes the whole scene up, and her character's so well written. I don't think there's a wasted beat in her progression, like her character arc and story arc. Her backstory is amazing. If you should get to see it, but if you know what I'm talking about, it's just I was Team Sophia the whole time. I really liked her motivations. She felt believable. All these characters are really complex, not really um, like one-sided. They all have their desires, complexities, flaws, which is really nice to see in the show. It really gets you invested, makes you care for these characters. So every time like the real stuff gets down, you're super excited and you're just like, oh my god, I can't wait for the next week. I mean, because I was watching this on a week by week basis. When the episode was dropping, I was like, oh my god. I think that format of viewing it was like really, really elevated my experience, because I was just like, I can't. I mean, how is this gonna go from now? Batman's always. I mean, the Penguin's always. Oh, get talking his way out of like nasty situations. He's always um, trying to talk himself out of like a sticky situation. Just always using his like mouth and words and his like, his wits to get out of trouble. Um, but yeah, Sophia Falcone, super super great sort of antagonist to Oswald. Even though I feel like she's probably more likable. I mean, they're not none of these people like great people, but I'm going off of just like basic morality, I guess. Um, which I know that's subjective, but I think there's a overall um, wide acceptance of what's moral or what's not moral. So I say that, take that with a grain of salt. But, those two make like a great duo, especially given the context that, they had they were in, they weren't in a like romantic relationship, but, they had a relationship. Oz being Sophia's driver, and, that's really interesting seeing them, like the flashback scenes, prior to the events of the current story. Um, Hello. Oh, no, but what was I saying? Yeah, seeing them. Can this is not has nothing? Okay. Um, Oswald and Sophia are great, and I haven't even talked about Vic, which Vic is so. Vic is probably my favorite character. If Sophia wasn't in it, Vic would be my favorite character because, man, do you just feel for that guy? Um, Without getting too much into his character, I like what happens, but his character is just, man, this he is so. You really want to see him, be the badass that he wants to be. You just really like. You have to be an asshole to not be rooting for Vic. He's really sympathetic, and he's just he. I think he started off as such like a innocent person. He's like, look, just trying to survive. Basically, it's like a survivor. He basically has like a survivor um, story where he has to develop those instincts to. I mean, it's Gotham. You gotta be kind of nasty and tough to get by, especially after those floodings hit the poor streets of Gotham. Um, but where they took that character, I'm not gonna comment. You'll just have to see where he goes, and I'm glad I'm glad the show doesn't like hold anything back, because once you know what I'm talking about, um, hopefully it has the same impact it had on me. Um, but damn, is it really well written? I mean, those are not the only characters that are good. There's like a lot of different characters, like Oswald's mom and stuff. But I could talk about that for like hours, and I think you guys get the main idea that it's a pretty well written show with great characters, great cast, great visuals. Um, I haven't really paid much attention to the soundtrack, but I like all the oldie songs that they use. And like when especially after like some like fucked shit happens. Um, you know, oh my god, where it's just like some crazy bat shit happening, no pun intended. But and then the like old music starts playing. The one that like I think they're like 60 songs, yeah, like early 60 songs, and it just I don't know that era of music is just creepy when it's done right. Sort of like the atmosphere it creates just with the visuals and like the stuff going on. It's I think this is one of the shows where it just has like so much um, personality and flair. But I don't know. I think you guys should let me know what you guys think about it. If you haven't watched it already, you should go watch it. And just I want to know what people are feeling about it because I think it's one of my favorite most. I think it's my most recent favorite show. Like I think it's one of the better shows that I've really enjoyed. I don't know how. Oh, I don't have a pick. Bro, I'm so. Oh, I'm so dumb. I don't even have a pick. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of wandering around. But I think that's kind of the magic of Minecraft. Really. Once you already explored this stuff, you can just kind of go back and stroll. And there's been a couple. It's been like a year since I've been here, so I'm just trying to remember what. Because I know I went down that way, and I think I haven't explored there. But yeah, that show, man, I recommend it. Even if you don't like superheroes, try, check it out, and maybe you can even check out the Batman movie too, because I think it's more in line with the comics, or I mean, it has more. It's more comic-y feeling, just because it's a big dude wearing a bat suit, running around punching people. But I feel like anyone, regardless of their opinions on the superhero genre, can really enjoy it. I think there's a lot of artistic merit to it, even disregarding the IP it's from. But I don't know. I didn't really have much anything to do. I was just kind of exploring this world again, and that's all I really wanted to talk about. Um, yeah, and this will probably be my first video that's gonna be out, and I'll probably be releasing more stuff in the upcoming future. And it's gonna be really random, so expect a lot of things that might not necessarily just be this. I thought this was a good starting point because you get to hear me and get to introduce to me. Just me trying to be chill or whatever. But yeah, thanks for watching if you made it all the way, and if you like this type of stuff, I mean, stick around. I'll see you guys next one.